So we've been playing with the factoring box and grouping by factoring, where we have 4 terms. Now we know that when we multiply things out, we end up with 4 terms, and then this term always gets combined into this. This is always the combination of 2 other terms. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to back up 1 step, and that's going to allow us to factor just about anything. And so in order to figure out what this needs to be split up into, right, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply a times c, okay? And remembering that this is ax squared plus bx plus c, so we're going to multiply a times c. So 4 times -5 is -20. So then our job is to find factors of -20 that add to b, so that add to 8. And this negative is very important because we know that if it's negative, then the signs of the 2 factors have to be opposites. So let's and it's easiest to go through this in order. So I know that it is 1 and -20, -1 and +20. So I'll always start with the 1 and whatever that number is. Next, we've got 2 and -10, and -2 and +10. And then finally, for factors of 20, I've got +4 and -5, and -4 and +5. Now this column is add. So remember that when we combine these, we always end up adding them to make this term. So I'm looking for factors of a times c that add to b. And so these 2 add to -19. These add to +19. This adds to -8. This adds to +8. This adds to -1, and this adds to +1. So we're trying to find one that adds to +8, and so that is this pairing. Okay. So now I'm going to use these 2 terms to split my middle term. So I'm going to have 4x squared minus 2x plus 10x minus 5. Now, at this point, it doesn't matter where we go, whether we box or whether we group and factor. Okay, and it doesn't matter what order these come in. Okay, but it's just important that they're the right ones. So if I box, I'm going to put my x squared up here. I'm going to put my constant, or my c term, down here. And then it doesn't matter which way these go. So looking in this direction, I have a 5. Looking in this direction, I've got negative signs pointing up that way, but there's nothing else in common, so I'm going to put -1. Going in this direction, it looks like I have a 2x, right? Because 2x times 5 is 10x. Looking in this direction, it looks like I also have a 2x. Okay, and then I go back and I check and I say 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times -1 is -2x. -1 times 5 is -5. And 2x times 5x is 10x. So it looks like I've got it. And my factors are 2x minus 1, 2x plus 5. Next step. So now I've factored it, and I'm done. So that's using the box method. So this is the box, and this is by grouping. And once again, it doesn't matter what order I put my 2 terms in, okay? But then I'm just going to pair up my first 2, and I'm going to say what's common in both of these, and I'm going to say 2x. And when I factor out 2x, I'm going to get 2x minus 1. And then as I look at these 2, I'm going to get 5 is common to both of that, and I'll be left with 2x minus 1. And then as then I've got my common factor of 2x minus 1 and 2x plus 5. So either way you do it, you end up with the same equation, or the same thing. But the key to it is to split the middle term is to split the middle term and sort of undo that step that that last step that we did when we were multiplying two polynomials. Anyway, I hope this helps.